Okay, so right now it's live, just this part, and then the rest we're gonna record. But I just
All
want to
right.
say, welcome to my podcast. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
being a
much.
guest. In case
Appreciate
nobody
it.
knows who you are, just kidding.
I mean, yeah, you go
Introduce
ahead.
yourself.
Introduce me, please. Oh, I'll introduce myself.
You.
How you doing? Abner Mares. I'm a professional boxer slash commentator slash comedian. No, I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a professional boxer. Been a four-time three-division world champion and ex-Olympian. So yeah, Abner Mares.
Well, you're supposed to say like four-time world champ. Like, no.
Nah, like
All right, all right.
I've been a
Former,
four-time
former four-time
three-division.
world champ. Three
2004
division.
perfect reason. Huh?
Three
Three
division.
division. Yeah.
Nice. Where did you start?
Bantamweight, super bantamweight, and featherweight.
Wow. Nobody
Yeah.
remembers you that skinny, huh?
No. Yeah, I was that skinny. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know what's so sad? Your box rec photo.
I know.
Boo boo.
It does no
Boo.
justice.
No, you look maybe 12-ish.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care. I don't even know if you could talk to anyone, tell them to change it. But if you really look at all the
Well,
fighters,
I can edit box rec because of my promoter
oh
login.
really?
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, I don't mind it. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, people know who you are. They're gonna go to your Instagram, see you're a little bit different, right?
A little bit.
Slightly older, slightly older. So I just want to welcome you to the podcast, The Beauty of Boxing, and we're gonna talk about so many fights today. I'm not gonna get crazy with you, I promise.
All right. Go ahead.
We
Shoot.
have coming up Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell.
Right.
What are you thinking? Tell me.
You said we got coming up. They just announced that the
December.
actual date. Well, it was already like
Well, we've
talked.
been waiting. You know, we've
Yeah,
been waiting for
exactly.
that.
So now we got a date, which is December 5th, which now is the same date as Danny Garcia against Errol Spence. Oh man, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I hope they're not around the
But
same
it
time.
keeps happening. Like cards keep stacking. October 31st, October 30th. Golden Boy put their card October 31st. His Top Ranks card. It's like they're like stacking up like every weekend now. But I understand why.
If you put me to choose, like between those two fights, which one I would watch, obviously, no brainer, it'll be Danny Garcia against Errol Spence.
Where's that? Yeah, Texas, right?
Yeah, Texas. They moved it to Texas. So on that fight, I think Ryan Garcia can pull it off. I think Ryan Garcia not only can pull it off, it could be one of those fights, one of those nights where he could just establish himself as the new, not anymore prospect, but a champion, because it's a first championship. And really, it's a fight where he could look good against Campbell. Campbell, he doesn't have that best of a chin. He's a good fighter, so it will look good for Ryan Garcia. So I think it's a good fight for Ryan Garcia. I'm not saying it won't be difficult. You might have a little bit of difficulty because, again, Ryan is used to fighting smaller height fighters. That's why he always catches them with that hook coming in. So Campbell that's tall, he knows how to use.
Your 3 minutes are up. Just kidding.
Difficult, but at the end of the day, I think Ryan Garcia will knock him out.
Yeah, that's my prediction too. I think everybody asks me, and I say I think that Ryan will get the KO because I watched Linares.
Exactly.
An older Linares. That was it was 3 years ago, but still, he was an older Linares. He knocked out when he was knocked down. Campbell. That was like, I was like, okay, Luke's good because he's
good.
And he's skillful, but he's not. I just don't think he's Ryan Garcia. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited about that fight. I'm sad that they moved it, and it's gonna suck because the same day as, like you said, the Spence Garcia fight. Are you commentating?
No, that was Fox.
Oh, is it?
That was Fox. Yes.
Is it pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view Fox. Yes.
Oh. Well, it's Texas, which is where I was born. Huh?
Are you going to the Tank Leo fight?
The Tank Leo fight's Texas too.
Yeah.
I got tickets.
It's in Texas.
So we're gonna see if I can get there. And we have 9 more days till Lomachenko. Woo! Lomachenko versus Lopez.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Or you gotta say Lomo first. No, you have to. You have to say Lomo first.
He's the GOAT, bro. Come on.
He is. Oh man. I'm pulling. I'm gonna go for my boy Tio.
Tio.
I'm gonna go for him. Not just because he's my boy and he's younger. Yeah, he's got speed. He's got power. But I think styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I think that Loma's Loma's. I mean, it's hard. I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's hard because Loma's not even declined. It's not even. It's not like he's getting like
he's aging, but he's not declining.
He's getting for every fight. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's really fighting a solid lightweight, it's a light for the lightweight, right? Championship. If not bigger, Teofimo Lopez, younger, I would give Lomachenko an advantage there, but I think it's just a 50-50 fight, a fight where it's going to be a chess match, to be honest. In the beginning rounds, they're both going to be a little bit hesitant, you know, and to go in. But at the end of the day, I think that Teofimo Lopez catches Lomachenko coming in, like Linares did. Remember when he knocked him down? I think that could happen. So again, I'm gonna put for my boy Tio on this one. Again, it's a 50-50. Is that good?
It's totally a 50-50. And then I see the videos of Tio lately on Twitter. I saw the video of him and he was like freaking jacked, jump roping like a maniac. Oh my god, but I cannot. I have to stay with Loma.
Yeah,
we will live through this.
Ain't mad at that one.
Right?
You can never go wrong choosing Loma.
I know. So the last one we'll talk about real quick, and then we'll get into your new ventures of commentating and your podcast and all that. Is the Mayweather fight?
Yeah,
they had a date. I think it was December 12th with Logan Paul, but I think that they're changing it because we have somebody on the undercard. Right. So
is that happening?
I mean, we got someone on the undercard.
Mayweather and Logan Paul. Listen, oh man,
it's so sad. It's a sad day.
What kind of comment do you want me to give you? I mean, it won't be nothing positive, to be honest, because at the end of the day, me as a professional boxer, it's and I say it again because I've talked about this in the past when the brothers first decided to go pro and do all that shit on come to our world, boxing and fight for titles and on TV and all that.
Shouting out.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if it's business, it's business. It's gonna bring in people. It's gonna bring in money. But I just find it offensive for us fighters. Again, it's not a lot of people take it as, oh, he's hating because maybe they're making a lot more money than Abner or because they're more famous than Abner. They got more. No, it's not. I'm just talking as a fighter that's been fighting his whole life to get to a position where I got with a lot of, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. Like, it took me a while to get to that point. And for these guys, just because they're Instagram famous and because they decide, just because of that, they got good numbers, they could come in and fight, Mayweather and make all that money. And, I don't know.
It's sad. And it's not good for boxing. I don't know why people say that. I mean, I just, for me personally, like, my opinions are not with my promotion, but personally, I just don't see how it could be good for us because these guys, like you said, I see all the work that y'all put in, like in the gym and training and food and everything you guys sacrifice. It's just not cool that somebody can swoop in because they're good looking and they need a fucking YouTube,
Yeah. Like imagine just any social media YouTuber or influencer, obviously, that has a lot of, like Kim Kardashian, obviously. She has a lot of influence. And she decides to run for president, and just because she's famous, a lot of people are gonna vote for her. But that's the kind of world we live in now. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyone that with big numbers, with a lot of social media numbers, you can do anything really.
Yeah,
get away with a lot.
if you're aesthetically pleasing, and I hate when people try to use that like against you, but at the same time, it's I mean, it works, you know. That's how you get numbers. There, a lot of people were talking on Twitter, kind of getting mad because one of my girlfriends, the female boxer, you know, her Ebony Bridges, she just got added onto the Katie Taylor card.
Oh yeah, I like her. I like her.
Okay, Blonde Bomber. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But she's only 6-0, and she's getting a title opportunity. But it's because she literally worked. She was a bodybuilder. She's a math teacher, and now she's a professional fighter, right? She literally marketed herself like no other. She's so amazing with no promoter, nothing. She got on an Eddie Hearn show. She got signed by Matchroom. And everybody was like kind of shitting on her because, oh, she used her Instagram. And then Twitter has this like super funny running joke about her. Somebody offered to buy her dirty socks once.
Really? Wow.
A little awkward, right? But it was like a running joke on Twitter that we all talk about her dirty sock, you know, a little money on the side, her OnlyFans. That's her OnlyFans. And then because like she wears Victoria's Secret to weigh-ins and she's freaking beautiful, people are like, oh, that's why she's doing it. That's why she got that title shot. But she's working for it, you know. She is. Yes, she's 6-0, and she's beautiful. I mean, that didn't hurt at all, you know. But I'm excited because she's getting a title shot. She got signed by Matchroom. But
again, you know, you can't be mad at her because at the end of the day, she's a real boxer. You know, she is a real boxer. She's working. You know, I mean, you can't be mad at Lomachenko or any of these experienced Olympians that come in and within 1-2 fights they get title fights. You know, you can't because they've been fighting their whole lives, and just because they already have that experience, they're not gonna do the 16-0, 20-0, and then get a title shot because they feel they're ready. So you know, again, with her, I think she's in that position. And she's not getting any younger too, you know?
Right. And you know, there's so many fighters that they have so much amateur background, you know, that amateur pedigree. Like
and with women, I mean, you don't have that many women either. So I mean, that's where you see a lot of like 6, 10-0, like already fighting for title fights, you know?
Yeah, because we have Cobra, you know, Adelia Ruiz. Cobra, she's from East LA here.
Okay.
She's 9-0. She's number 1 in US. And we're trying to get her. We've been trying for a year to get her a title shot, but you know, it's difficult. So I mean, it's good. I'm just kudos to her because she's my girl from Australia.
Of course. Yeah, she's the best. She's a nice girl.
So tell me what's going on with your podcast.
Yeah, I collaborated with this company called Blue Wire. They contacted me, and you know, we teamed up and we brought this new show, you know, this podcast with myself. I was gonna do it with someone else, but my PR Hannah, which I say hi to her, she's real nice. She said, Abner, do it on your own, you know, you do it. I know you can't pull it up by yourself. So yeah, it's called On the Hook with Abner Mares. So it's basically, I mean, everybody has a podcast nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to lie about that, because at the end of the day, and then I saw your comment too, like anyone can have one. And that's true, anyone could have one and decide. But it's rare to get a company behind you to do it. And not only that, me, like, I could talk about boxing all day, obviously. But I didn't want it to be about that. I just wanted it to be about family also. I was
going to ask, what's like?
Yeah, it's going to be about family. It's going to be about, you know, things in general that are happening in the world. You know, for instance, you know, one of my interviews is going to be my brother soon, Adam Speedy Mares. That a lot of people actually still ask me for him because he disappeared. You know, and a lot of people don't know the backstory or the story to that. And you know, I want to bring him in and him talk about his problems and everything that he's going through or he went through. So you know, life in general, my kids, my wife, her store. I want to talk to entrepreneurs, you know, Latinos, all races that are doing it, you know, or the ones that are struggling in this pandemic, just everything in general, not just boxing, you know. So, and then I got LL Cool J on the next one. That was pretty cool. That was dope.
That was my serious argument on Twitter.
I
had to argue. I argued with him on Twitter.
Oh, really? With that one? Yeah.
Yeah, but we argued over Pacquiao.
Well, then again, you argue with everyone. I'm sure you argue with yourself all the time. You look in the mirror. No, stop it. You do, stop. Don't give me that look.
Okay, whatever. But
I mean, but not in a bad way. Listen, not in a bad way. That's you. That's your personality.
I can't help it. I feel like I'm not argumentative, but like, sometimes I don't know. Maybe I just go about it in the wrong way. But I really want to know, like, because I'm not like where like I stick to whatever I say. I mean, I'm kind of a little like, but I mean, like, somebody's racing behind you there.
Nah.
Be careful.
But again, not in a bad way. I know how you do it and why you do it, and I mean, it's just that's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, it did get an argument with him over Manny Pacquiao and head use.
And who?
I said, and head use.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was talking about. Him, we were arguing. A little argument I get into every now and then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no.
Did I ask you what's the most recent, or who's the most recent fighter or celebrity have you gotten into with and blocked you, him or her?
Blocked me?
Who?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, blocked you, or you got into it?
I haven't been blocked in a while by somebody like famous. Like, I mean, I'm blocked by Dylan White. He hates me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hates me, but I just don't like the way he fights. I don't know would I make fun of the way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd make fun of the way he looks. And I think we got into an argument, and you know who really, really didn't like me is Andre Ward.
He don't like you? Why?
Because
you must have done something. I mean, because he's the nicest guy ever.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't like the way my mouth. He said my mouth was dirty because the way I speak, that I don't speak like a lady.
Oh wow.
And I said fuck you, and then I got a block.
That's funny.
But we didn't even. You know what? It was because of the I'm so angry at him still from the Kovale fight. That's my banner in the background of my Twitter is him getting knocked out by.
Really?
Yeah, because I was so mad, the low blows and all the stuff. Like I watch it, I get angry. I don't watch that fight anymore, but I used to watch it and get angry.
Yeah.
Fuel me for some, good times. But like, no, I try not to think about it, and then I just don't like his comment. I don't know, I just don't like him. And then because he gave me that comment, like, who told you to talk like that, young lady? I was like, excuse me. So yeah, he don't like me at all. And I've seen him, and he just like he looks at me like, no, girl, and walks away from me. I'm like, okay. I think those are the only 3 right now that have me blocked. You know Amir Khan, right?
Of course.
You know why though?
No, I don't think I want to know.
I told you.
I know, but I don't think I want to know anymore.
Yeah, so those are the only like 4 I think. I mean, everybody else tolerates it, you know. You know who followed me today that I was super surprised because I always talk bad about him. Maybe that's why he followed me to watch me. Is Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh really? You talk shit about him?
Yeah, I mean, he got popped and he did that stupid video where he was like,
oh yeah, he did. Yeah, that was bad.
And then he talked about like beating your wife.
Little. He said what? He talked a little bit about who?
He made a post like on Instagram, and he about like if your wife is acting up, like to hit her.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like domestic violence kind of comments, and he deleted it, but like and then apologized. But it's like ongoing. I think it's just the way that like him and Tyson Fury, that's just the way they are, you know.
Well, listen, I can go in there and give you many examples of many other fighters.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, like. For instance, and every time he posted something, people see it as a joke. Oh, that's funny, and that's Adrian Broner. He be posting shit like that, and stupid shit all the time.
I love that he posts like what he creates on Instagram. He like he'll write like whatever.
The hashtag still adjusting to fame.
Oh yeah, still adjusting to fame. We on Twitter, that's everybody uses that. Like everything, it's still adjusting to fame.
Yeah,
That guy still adjusting to fame.
That guy should do his own reality show.
He really, but I mean, it would probably be like not only rated MA, but it would probably like need a lot of bodyguards because he would probably be wild. I'm sure. I mean, he's been shot at. He's been in like he's been arrested so many times. He's crazy. He has a crazy life, but I'm sure it would be freaking hilarious.
And then he has, I hear, I don't know if it's true, but that he has like over 10 kids or around that number. Around that number. Yeah, I don't know. Again, don't take
like what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Like Mayweather is gonna be a grandpa. You know that?
Oh really?
Yeah. His daughter. I couldn't stand her my entire life. I swear, that poor little girl. Because remember, she'd be like 8 years old and she'd be ringside. She'd be yelling, "Go Daddy! Go Daddy!" in that crazy little voice. Oh my God! I was never, never a strong Mayweather fan, so it was so annoying to me. But now that she's grown up, she's beautiful. But she got pregnant. She's like the 7th baby mama of this guy, the rapper.
It's that same rapper that went viral, that video with
NBA Youngboy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
He called me before.
He called you before?
He called me off Instagram. Yes, like 2 years ago, and he kept calling me and was like trying to say like, and he's like, "Do you know who this is?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, who you are? What are you calling me for? Like, you know who this is?" Like, no, and I would hang up and be like, "Nope," but I didn't know who it was. I really didn't, but it was so funny. But now, he's like 7 kids deep now.
Crazy.
That, I mean, thank God he's got the money right now, but. I mean, she does too. She got.
But it's not like she needs the support,
right? It's not like she. Yeah.
It's not about the money. It's the father figure, the father being there for the kid. But
and having for the baby.
That's another topic.
Yeah. So the last time you were commentating, what fight was that?
Last fight we did the pay-per-view fight. That was Charlo Brothers.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like it. Listen, this came out of nowhere. I was doing already the Fox, the Inside PBC with Sean Porter and Kate.
In Spanish too, right?
And Spanish, also doing the Telemundo broadcast. And it was out of nowhere. I get a phone call. "Hey, Abner, we got a show this weekend." And it was on a Wednesday. "Can you fly out Friday and do this show?" I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind, but can I tell you something? Like, I got pink hair, bro. It was during the pandemic. Like, I was changing the color of my hair every 2 weeks.
You really had pink hair?
I had pink hair. I had blonde hair. I had green hair. I was just messing with it because I wasn't on TV. I wasn't on camera. I was just at home,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I told Steven, and he said, "Hey, Abner, doesn't matter. With your personality, you can pull it off. Don't worry." So yeah, I took the opportunity. I went for it, and after the first 3 shows, they asked if I wanted to do it for the remaining of the year. So that's what I'm doing. Last show was last fight was the Charlo Brothers on pay-per-view. And let me tell you, man, like I'm still getting used to it. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still learning. I'm still getting adjusted to it. So it's a process at the end of the day because, guys, I've been a fighter my whole life. I had no other job other than boxing. Now, it's an actual job. I got to study. I got commitments. Like I have to go to work. I got to show up. I got interviews, conference calls, like the whole thing, it's like crazy. And plus, kid that didn't graduate high school. So it was like, yo, man, it's hard, and I know some people might say like, bro, but you're talking about a sport that you do like boxing, like, bro, that's easy. But no, it's not easy being on camera. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Trying to transmit and make people understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta. I can't just talk like if I was chilling with you in the, watching the fight. Like, oh, yo, he's fucking him up. Like you would at a barbecue. Like you got.
And you had to be technical because I think I noticed the first time the very first one that you did, like you said, that they kind of like it's crazy. Nobody knew that they just called you up and out of nowhere. Boom, you got the job. You were filling. for, I think, because they had got out Polly, and
I didn't even know the
I know. I think I
the
told
situation with Polly. Like I didn't know. Like when I flew in, like I did the show, and then it was after they told me, like someone told me, I can't remember who, and I found out. And you know what I did? I called Polly. I went ahead and called Paulie because he's my boy. You know, he's a good guy, good fighter, good person. And I hit him up, yo, Paulie, I didn't know what happened. Like, listen, you know, and I didn't have to, but you know, out of respect, you know, I'm a real respectful individual. Like, you know, respect, you know, over anything. And that's what I told him. And he's like, yo, I have no respect that. You know, you do your thing, anything you want, call me, whatever. You know, so he was really, really nice about it, also. So.
Yeah, no, I really hope he gets other opportunities because he really is an extremely he has such an extreme high boxing IQ.
He is.
No, he's like, I don't know how I mean, he can't. Maybe sometimes he can't convey it in the ring.
Yeah,
but he's so smart. He is such a smart.
He is. Yeah,
like
I like his commentation. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he like helped me argue more.
Really?
He's got them skills, you know. But no, I think nobody kind of knew like the backstory of me just like jumping into that position. And so, in the very first one, I think I was telling you, like on Twitter, there was a lot of like, oh my God, Abner doesn't know what he's doing. Abner doesn't know what he's saying. He's not a great commentator, and all the bullshit, you know, all the everybody on Twitter. I was like, well, I mean, in Spanish, you do really good, but I'm pretty sure you feel more comfortable speaking Spanish than you do words a little bit more in Spanish because I listen to you in Spanish and so like smooth, you know, whereas when you're doing it in English, you're kind of like pausing.
Yeah. It's that and honestly a little bit of both, you know, like obviously Spanish is my first language. It's easier to just, you know, it comes out more fluent, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
But English, no, with that, I think I'm more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, it's more of a respectful thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to get in too much because, you know, I let Al and Mo do their thing. And, you know, whenever I have to get in, I get in. Like, I don't like to jump on people, like trying to take the spotlight, and be like, you know, talk Bradley. That's not me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
have you heard them?
I'm sorry?
Have you heard them, Ward and Bradley?
I have, yeah.
When they argue on Top Rank, the commentary, oh my God, and they're yelling at each other.
It's fine. I mean, it's good for TV. I like it.
And you know, Bradley's like, ah, the camera, and Andre Ward's like kind of booming voice. It's so funny. I love watching I love. I don't think there's any commentators that I don't like. Well, never mind. There's Mora. Never mind. Besides that, you know, like I think you guys are doing good, and I can really tell honestly that every show you're doing much better.
Yeah, thank you.
And you can tell you're like you can feel more comfortable in your.
Yeah, I'm starting to.
Yeah, like I get like, you know, it's new, but and I'm like, I don't. It's weird because people always tell me I'm stupid when I say this, but I don't like being on camera. But the reason is I like being on camera when I can control the camera. I know what I look like, and then when other people do it, I swear I look like, I don't know. I don't want to give people that control. I can't handle it. So I've always said like no to I said no in the beginning when I started doing this. I said no to probably like 20 different media companies to be there. Really? Like, yeah, I mean, so many media companies asked me to work with them, and I kept saying no, I'm not ready. No, I don't want to be in front of the camera. And it took so long. I mean, it took me being really comfortable with a lot of people to do what I'm doing now, because I probably wouldn't have done this like 5 years ago. But oh my gosh, now that I've been in the boxing world and working with my promoter, doing all the PR and marketing and figuring everything out on our own, because I had it like, you know, there's been people that help me, but boxing is a competition no matter what position you're in. Everything's a competition, you know.
And I would think that it's a little bit more difficult, you know, being a female.
Yeah.
In the sport, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's like 10 of us.
there's not that many, right?
No, there's like this is a very small group, and it's very competitive. The new girls that are trying to come in too, you know, it's super competitive, and I keep saying like I know I can't ever like get famous because I've said a lot of dumb shit and done a lot of dumb shit behind like it's not gonna happen, you know. I don't want it to happen. Let's stay right here. We're fine.
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
Yeah.
No, you'll do good. And I mean, in regards to that, I mean, some people get famous off that, you know, talking shit,
Right.
and speaking their mind, and that's you. I mean, some people just can't deal with it, you know, can't stand it. I mean, me personally, I don't mind it because that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your persona. That's the type of girl you are. And like you mentioned earlier, it's sometimes you don't mean it in a bad way or in a harm way. Like that's you just come off like that, you know, just because you're trying to make a point, prove a point, you know.
Aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really aggressive.
Really. My bad. I mean, I know some people can't handle it. It's okay. I understand. Like, but it's crazy because like the nicest people I know, like the nicest journalists, the nicest thing, and they know me. They know who I am.
Yeah. Well, that's what separates you from the rest. You don't want to be like every other reporter. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have to be different. I mean, I know, like, obviously, I look different, so I'm set. But you know, we have coming up on Halloween. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited! Did you even see my outfit that I got made for me?
No, I did not.
A wonderful sponsor, Dorian Velez from Florida.
Okay.
Love him. He has the like DV tracksuits. He made Sulemas, you know, Sulema.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
The fighter. Yeah.
He made her tracksuits. He's making a bunch. He makes like a lot of the Puerto Rican guys, a lot of the guys in New York. He has so many nice outfits, and he designed one especially for me.
No way, that's so cool.
I should get it in like 4 weeks. I'm hoping.
What are you gonna be?
No, it's like it's a tracksuit, like a fighter outfit, like what you guys wear outfits. He made one for me. Like he makes them for the tracksuits for fighters.
I thought you said you made your costume for like Halloween.
No, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know yet because it's Halloween, but also my monster is coming from Japan. Like he's the love of my life. Like I would marry him, have his children, and like let him. Inoue.
Oh, okay.
The Japanese monster.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love.
You're funny.
He's my Asian persuasion.
Yeah, that's funny.
Woo! He's it for me. So, anyways, he's fighting on October 31st. You know who he's fighting? Jason Mahoney. Do you know him? Maloney?
No, I don't. I didn't even know he was fighting on 31st. The only fight I'm looking forward to on 31st is Leo against Tank Davis. That's what I got my mind on.
That's that.
And plus, because I'm gonna commentate that fight. Plus, because it's my weight class, and obviously, and being realistic, I think I might get another chance on fighting.
Okay, let's don't talk about it yet. Wait, pause. We're talking about that was next on the list.
Yeah, but I want to move on because I don't know. I don't know that the Japanese.
You don't know. I know, but I know you don't know him. But you're about to.
You just told me you want to have his kids.
Right now, you're about. Okay.
You just told me he wants you to be the baby daddy, but I don't. I mean, I just know he's a beast. He's a monster. He's really good. He's got power. I've seen him fight. But I don't know who he's fighting.
The guy that he's fighting is from Australia. He's a twin. Remember Andrew? Jason Mahoney fought.
Oh, yeah. Franco fought the twin brother.
Right, Andrew.
Yeah. And so if he fights like his brother, it's gonna be an early night.
Yeah, but he's better. He's better. He won his fight the second day after the Franco fight. Yeah. He won the second day. He's a little bit better. He's a little bit more skilled than his brother. I just think, you know. But okay, now we can go into Tank
Davis.
Santa Cruz. You think Tank's gonna come in on weight?
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that fight because I think in this fight we are going to see the real Tank Davis. I mean the whole package in this fight because one, I think this pandemic helped him out a lot to like settle in, like just focus on his career. Like you really haven't seen him out because obviously he can't be out. Everything's closed, and he isolated, well, not isolated, but he made camp in in Vegas with
Uh-huh.
Floyd Mayweather. And if you keep up with him, because I started following him too, if you keep up with what he's doing, his training, everything, yo, the guy's looking like a beast. You know, he's training really, really well. And I don't think he's ever been this ready for a fight his whole career. So, I mean, if you already liked Tank Davis, you know, when he was like 50, 70% or whatever percent ready for a fight, imagine now that he would be at, maybe not at 100%, but 80, 90. He's going to look like a beast. All right. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to a Leo Santa Cruz that never disappoints. A Leo Santa Cruz that always gives his best fight.
Mm-hmm.
A fighter that is aggressive, a volume puncher that, again, never disappoints, never in a boring fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, I think Tank Davis is going to win, has to win. But, listen, Leo Santa Cruz has a slight opportunity of getting in because of the experience and the volume puncher that he is. And he has good defense. Honestly, he blocks really well, so he doesn't leave many opens, you know, of opportunity for a Tank Davis. But and then if he takes Tank Davis to the later rounds where we still haven't seen Tank, we have, and when we did was with Gamboa, and he didn't look that good. You know, everybody talked about it like, yo, you know, he had trouble with the 35-year-old, 38-year-old, you know, Achilles messed up, like, you know, like, yo, like, how can you not get this guy out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, that was because of Tank Davis was not ready. You know, he wasn't physically trained well for that fight. So I'm just looking forward to it because at the end of the day, I think it's going to be an exciting fight. I think if it's not Tank winning by a knockout, it's a Leo Santa Cruz pulling off the upset, and we could call it an upset by
open amount of stamina.
Yeah, but not by a round or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think Leo's gonna win too. Well, that's my take. Leo's gonna win, but I think by his experience, I think he'll win. I do think there's always a chance. Like you said, Leo doesn't leave much room for anything, you know. But he does leave a little bit of room for a little overhand, you know.
Yes.
So that's I think will be Tank's best, you know, way to end the fight. And like you said, this has been like one of his best camps ever. I've never seen his body like look like this, you know. Like I literally make fun of him constantly because of the weight thing, because I cannot stand undisciplined trainers. Like once you do that to me, it's over. I don't have it's not in my heart to forgive you. I can't. Like I'm mad at Josh Taylor didn't make weight last time. I'm mad at Quigg didn't make weight for the Valdez fight like 3 years ago. I'm still mad. Like I don't forgive. So Tank and one of my fighters actually fought Tank.
Really? Who's that?
Dulai, one of our Filipinos.
Okay.
Fought him in Australia for about $300. And
see, that's another thing. Like, we don't know if he's gonna make weight or not. I think he is for this fight. But even if he comes up, you know, comes a little bit heavy and doesn't make weight, he's not gonna kill himself to make 130. You know, they're gonna come in at agreement where he pays Leo X amount of money, and
that's
still
goes on.
That's what he always does. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, why would you sacrifice yourself to kill yourself to 130 when you're still a champion at 135? You know, they're fighting for both titles.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's if he doesn't make weight.
Right.
But that's where Leo has the advantage. If they do train him to 130, I mean, you know, I don't care how much or how hard you train, your body is your body, and dehydrated, and you're gonna feel it towards the end of the round. Toward the end, you know,
towards the end of the
fight,
rounds. Yeah. What do you think if you come back? What weight are you gonna come back? 135.
If I come back, I want to come back at 135. Yeah, 130, 135. If I get a good opportunity at 135 with any of these monster fighters, yeah, I'll take it.
I mean, everybody is like still, you know, psyched to see you fight. Well, everybody was psyched when you called out Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know what? It's really cool. Really beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, for me, my heart. Oh, I don't know if I could take it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind you fighting Jojo Diaz.
Yeah.
between Farmer. Why not Farmer? Where is he?
I don't know.
He
lost his fight against
yeah,
Jonathan Diaz. That was his last one. But yeah, I haven't seen him lately on Twitter. Yeah,
so
I don't know.
well, who else is that is in your little range here that you can fight?
I mean, we still have Tank. We have Leo. We got Gary Russell. We have Frampton. We have
Frampton too. That would be
yeah,
good.
Frampton. Yeah.
We
We got Oscar Valdez. We got Berchel, which they're fighting right December. That's another good one.
That's another that's another banger for sure.
Berchel,
and you know the one that's tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Villa.
Oh yeah, Navarrete.
Navarrete and Villa.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
that's
so
a good one.
exciting.
I like Navarrete.
I like him too, but I like Ruben Villa. I've watched him come up from Thompson Boxing.
Yeah, he's a tough.
And I know what he has. And I've seen him. I think I was in a camp with him. The very first camp he ever did with Coach Diaz. I was able to be with him there. So I know he's the tough opponent, and I'm excited for that fight. But you know what? Top Rank fight I was gonna tell you to talk about.
Who's that?
Did you watch the one that just happened?
The one. Cepeda, Chon Cepeda.
And
yo,
who else?
that's fight of the year so far. That's fight of the year.
I'm so lucky.
There was what 5, 6? How many knockdowns were there?
8.
8, right? Yeah, 8 knockdowns.
I mean, I think they're trying to say like 2 of them weren't like knockdowns.
Yeah, there was a few that were like low pushes,
But they counted. I mean, I've never in my life heard of that before.
Yeah.
Like I've seen one guy get knocked out and then he get back up and knock the other guy out.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that. But
I mean, like a Marquez Pacquiao when he got dropped like 4 times and he got up and
got it. Okay, I seen that, but I mean this like I never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, and I'm happy for Chon Cepeda. I've been knowing him for years. His whole family.
He looks good too.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him too.
He's not a bad fighter. I thought it was a close fight too when he fought Jose Ramirez. He didn't get the win. That was a little setback, but this fight really put him up there. So I'm looking forward to his career. See where it takes him from this fight. And I'm guessing, was it a title eliminator? I wasn't sure.
I don't think so. No. I don't know.
But whatever it is, I mean, the guy's being talked about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then he made a lot of noise
and everything. I'm sure.
He made a lot of noise in this fight.
The last thing I wanted to talk to you about real quick is Canelo. I saw a poster today. Somebody put a poster of Ramirez and Canelo. And then other people told me, and then I think the reason why Billy Joe Saunders followed me today is because I posted, somebody said that, the boxing scene came out with an article that, Eubank Jr., Chris, he wants to fight Canelo. And he's like, let the fans have the fight. Like, what fans are asking for this fight? Like, is your dad?
Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw it from Raging Babe. Is that what it is? Yeah. And she put, excuse me, who wants it? Like, really? No one's asking for that.
Me too. I was like, wait, you got fans? Like, what fans? Like,
no, but the guy's trying to do whatever he can to get that fight.
I was like, I said, like, I would rather watch like Canelo versus.
I mean, listen, Canelo's a cash cow right now. Everybody wants to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know you don't have a shot, an opportunity, you just want to go in there for the money. And that's being real,
Yeah, of course.
But if we really want to see an interesting fight, I think not yet, but a Benavidez. I think Benavidez 2 more fights and he'll be ready for Canelo. A guy that I don't think he will ever get the opportunity to fight him is Ramirez, El Zurdo Ramirez. I don't know why. I don't think they just dislike each other, and I think more on Canelo's team they don't like him, and I don't think they'll give him the opportunity. That'll be a good fight, and obviously with Charlo brothers. I mean, Germán, I think in this case. Will be a good fight. Will be a good fight. So Canelo has a lot. He's got a lot in his hands. He's got a lot of potential matchups that he could cement his legacy as one of the best if he beats 1, 2 of these guys and calls it a night, because this guy, he's done it all. Canelo, let's not hate on him. I mean, he's beat a lot of good fighters. If you go look at his box record, his record, he's got a lot of good names in that record.
Yeah, that's what
and he's still young. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still young and he's still going. So he is the face of the boxing right now. I think he is the real deal. I think he is number one pound for pound, and that's what it is. But I think in an argument I was having with Boxing Bully, I think it was, they had me on the show. They love Canelo, and I don't mind that. That's cool. A lot of people do, and I don't dislike him. I like him and his team. But when they try to compare him with Julio Cesar Chavez, and I actually saw a video today of Julio Cesar Chavez talking about it. I think it's an old video though. But when people say, like, why can you say that he is better than Chavez? And I said, no. And they said, well, on paper, he's done more than what Chavez did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you go to that, you didn't ask me if he did more or less. You just told me if he was better than Chavez. And no, Chavez was just that. Chavez was. There's a difference between a champion and a people's champion, and Chavez was a people's champion. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of him having a title or no title, whoever he would fight, people would. I mean, the whole country was shut down. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo still has a lot of haters. You know, a lot of people that don't believe in him still. You know what I'm saying?
Like Julio Cesar Chavez, I don't think people understand like the era of his boxing. They just see his record, and like, you know how hard it was for him to get all of those fights. Like, it wasn't easy. Nothing was easy, for him. Nothing was easy. Nothing was easy for him to build this career that he built. So to me, Julio Cesar Chavez, he's like the love of my life. Even though, he blocked me.
Oh, he did. Oh my God! See, everybody blocks you. Oh my God.
He's blocked me twice, but he unblocked me once.
That's funny.
I have hope that the love of my life. I love you, my idol, Julio Cesar Chavez. Light of my life.
I'll call him. I'll tell him to unblock you.
Totally love him. But yeah,
but Canelo is the face of boxing right now, and I think he's gonna do. I mean, he still has 3, 4, 5 more years. I mean, this guy could do a lot more. So
I mean, he signed the contract for 11 fights.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to fight 11 fights. No way he needs to fight 11 fights. But
how old is he? He's in his 31.
No, I don't even think 31. I think 30.
30. I think he just
he fought Mayweather when he was 23.
Yeah. See, he's got
he's so young.
A lot left.
Yeah, I think I love Canelo too. Like, to me, we call him Godnello.
Canelo.
Oh, he's the best. Like, I fight with everybody about him, and everybody gets mad because you can see in my profile, my Twitter, it says Mexican meat, because that's from my man. I love him, but yeah, I love Canelo. He's the best, and I'm sure he's gonna bring us some good fights coming as soon as we get over all these legal battles or whatever. But yes. I know. So thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this for me. And hopefully,
no problem. Thank you for having me.
Hopefully, I lift your hype. Hopefully, people start knowing who you are. And then
hopefully this helps me, so people know who I am.
Helps you. Since you're on my show, maybe
thank you for that.
A little clout. Just to do my part. I'm just here to do my part for fighters. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do. Help you guys grow. Help your careers.
You're funny.
But yeah. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it, and hope to be on soon whenever my fight gets announced or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about do any stupid shit, and you want me on the show. All right.
That too.
All right.
Bye. Thank
Take
you.
Care. Bye.
Let me end this. Okay. So, look at how my light looks now. Why? The whole time I could have just done that. So, let me put not yet. Thank you guys for listening. Next week I will have another fighter on the show. I'm gonna start recording it soon, so it'll be out there. And yeah, so thanks. I hope y'all enjoy and listen to my horrible opinions that are unnecessary in the boxing world. But too bad. I love y'all. Bye.